Stadium in Indianapolis. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The Colts defense starting with a full field behind him as they've got their opponents backed up. And we'll shine a light bright on this man at linebacker in his 5th NFL season.
And he's got a tough assignment here because he's going up against one of the better running backs in the NFL. So he's going to have to be sure with his calls and making sure that his linebacking crew fills all the right gaps.
First carry for Najee Harris.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
To throw is Fields. Open man there is Darnell Washington. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 90 yards.
Wow. I mean, we talk about flipping the field. Normally we're saying 40, 50 yards. But how about this play? This is as long a play as you'll see that does not result in a touchdown. From backed up near your own goal line to now 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They'll look for the stop here in the first quarter of a tie ball game. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Colt defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Harris running straight ahead. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Seven, our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 as they've got it as we resume action. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he gets it down to the 32. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive, but this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Fields on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. The Indy defense back onto the field. Their guys have the lead here in this first half. And they'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, here's Fields. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
On first down, it's Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle made down at the 33.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Fields now to throw. Here's Freiermuth again.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, Fields. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Fields on 3rd down.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They'll play with a lead here to begin this third quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Indy defense back onto the field. They hold the lead here in this third quarter, but every drive important in a one-score game as this one begins 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll send the tight end in motion. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th. The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield. On 1st down, Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
On second down, this is Harris.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Steelers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Back to throw. Fields.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a first down throw. Fields finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
Touchdown!
Najee Harris.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Here's Fields.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Indy defense back onto the field. And this game is coming down to the wire, so they know this is the drive that will likely decide the outcome. Now Fields. That's going to be caught. It's Austin.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
All eyes on Fields. That's to Freiermuth. And he will hustle out of bounds. That stops the clock. But, boy, that's just a very minimal gain. And also, keep in mind, it's 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And one last throw here for Fields. That's complete downfield to James.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
today on EA Sports. It's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Well, the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. The Colts defense set to get going. Winners of 2 straight coming in. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their 5th-year linebacker.
And he's been part of a strong unit to this point in this season, ranked in the top 5 in the NFL. But I think to a man they've said, we haven't played our best game yet. So this is a unit that's really striving to get better each and every week.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
You look at this Colt defense.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletion.
The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They've got the 3-0 advantage here as this next drive starts. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
O'Shane Ximines coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. They had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Quiddy Pay in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Indy defense back onto the field. They've got this offense backed up to start out. The line of scrimmage, the 5-yard line as we begin first. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now Lawrence down around his goal line. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the
Colts getting ready to go on defense. They'll see what they can do and try to force a stop as this drive starts 1st and 10. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Quiddy Pay.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Indy defense back onto the field. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this 1st down.
Hey, Lion. Hey,
Duvernay in motion. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They just got the benefit of a beautiful punt a moment ago, so this offense backed up down by their own goal line to start this possession. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. His throw incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. A touchdown on the ground there for James Cook. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Tua with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Terrace Marshall, a touchdown reception.
The Indy defense back onto the field. They'll have field position working in their favor as this ball backed up inside the 5-yard line as this drive begins 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Now Lawrence.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns. Yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Duvernay in motion. On first down, Lawrence. Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
A short throw to Ingram. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They run the option on second down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They've pitched the shutout here into the 4th quarter. Been sensational. The question, can they finish it off? They'll need to come up with another stop here.
Hey, run.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Second down. Here's a run with Bigsby.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They try to set up the screen. Ooh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. from the gun, Bigsby.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. This one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Indianapolis, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
day. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The Colts defense ready to go and in good form coming off the shutout a week ago. And the one task with making the calls is going to be this man, their fifth-year linebacker.
And he had a great game a week ago. Just about everybody on this unit did in the shutout. It's going to be a tough performance to replicate. But this group, they believe they're up to the challenge.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. Oh, fighting off the defender. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Levis out of the shotgun now. That one's taken in by Spears. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Pollard going to try the right side. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down and 8. Levis sets up to throw here. He gets this one to Burks. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Levis back to throw. That is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them, because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. The Indy defense back onto the field. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield. Off the play fake, Levis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They trail here in the second quarter as this next drive begins with a 1st and 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Pollard again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Sharp run there by Pollard, and that's something Titans fans are expecting to see a lot of as the season unfolds. The Memphis native, back in his home state, eclipsed 1,000-yard mark in each of his last 2 seasons with Dallas and Tennessee. They're hoping he makes it 3 straight by the year's end.
He'll take it up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They toss it down to Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And here's a give to Spears. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Levis. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Indy defense back onto the field. They'll try to get the football right back to their offense who just punted. So now they'll try to force a punt themselves. It's 1st and 10.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Levis. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
On first down, Levis.
He gets this one to Boyd. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Levis to throw once more. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Levis looking to throw.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Grover Stewart. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
Levis to throw it. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Okonkwo
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
The Colts getting ready to go on defense. And they're going to need to start slowing this offense down. They trail here third quarter as this drive gets underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Levis. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Levis on third down.
And now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
The Indy defense back onto the field. They're in the ball game, but could use a stop here, trailing in this third quarter as this next drive starts first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Here's Levis.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force.
The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They're locked in a tight one. Tie game, fourth quarter. So coming up with a stop here, vital as this drive begins first and 10. Levis now on first and 10. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's second and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. There he goes left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and it's Pollard again.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And not much running room. Down to the 32. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Indy defense back onto the field. They're out there trying to protect this 4th quarter lead. So this a big drive as it begins 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Levis to throw off play action.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They've been the better of the 2 sides so far. They've got the 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they try to see this one through to the finish. First and 10. Here's Levis.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
And Levis going to change the play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Levis to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. A give to Pollard running left. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Levis.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Colts, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move. You mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, for sure, to tell you I'm loco. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The Colts defense playing well. They've won 4 in a row as they get going here. And a lot of eyes are going to be on this man in his 5th season at linebacker.
And he's been a key part of why this unit as a whole is currently the number 2 ranked defense in the National Football League. But instead of being proud of that, it makes them upset. They don't want to be second best. It's first or nothing to them.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On play action, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tua now on 1st down.
That's to the new Dolphin. It's Odell Beckham Jr. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
You look at this Colt defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw in film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
It's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
The Indy defense back onto the field. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Tua. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Two are going to try and go quickly here.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
The Indy defense back onto the field. They'll play with a lead here to begin this third quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory. Tua now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On target over the middle to Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tua sets up to pass it.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Tua.
Battled by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterback so they see the ball thrown. How do they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense, almost demoralizing. That's one that they should have because they see that play developing all the way through.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They've been the dominant side so far, working with a 2-score lead here in this 3rd quarter as this next drive gets underway. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Smith.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith.
Down the right sideline.
And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Up the middle, Achane.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill with an acrobatic catch.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. The Indy defense back onto the field. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th.
Go ahead. Push him back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Along the sideline, Mostert making the play.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Second and 5.
All right, fellas.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
The Colts getting ready to go on defense. They'll be looking to be the aggressors here as this drive begins with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Smith catches left side. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From midfield, here's Tua. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. He's to the 15.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
The Indy defense back onto the field. They had the pick-6 just a moment ago, so they're feeling good as they prepare to try and make another stop.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick-6. It's caught. Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, here's Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
This one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Indianapolis, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.